Hello, this is an informational video on understanding software. As a technology coach, I feel as though it is very important to have these types of resources available to educators looking more to learn more about the topic. So first, what is software? Software is defined as written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system that are stored in read-write memory. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that it's the programs and other operating information that are used by a computer to display it in English or in the same language. Difference between hardware and software is a key component in deciphering what software is, and we talked about this in the last video. Hardware are the components that you can physically touch on a computer. You can see the arrows pointing to the outside of the computer, the keyboard, the trackpad. All of those pieces are the hardware. The software is what is actually on the computer that helps you operate and navigate the computer's functions and abilities. Types of software include application software, which are the icons that you click on your computer to run different functions. System software, which is the operating system, the device driver, and utilities. And also there's malicious software, which can have a negative impact on your computer. So we try to avoid that type of software. Understanding the operating system, basically, operating system is commonly referred to as the OS. The operating system is the software that supports a computer's basic functions such as scheduling tasks, executing applications, and controlling the peripherals. Most importantly, the operating system is probably the most important software that runs on a computer because it manages the computer's memory, it processes data, and it also controls the software and the hardware. The operating system allows you to communicate with the computer without knowing how to write the code or speak the computer's language, for example. So what does an operating system do? The first thing that when you hit the start button on your computer, it boots your computers, or it's called booting. When the computer's booting, what it's doing is running tests to make sure that your computer's functioning properly. It checks for new hardware, and it also starts up or boots your operating system. Your operating system manages all of the hardware and all of the software that is part of your computer. Operating system accesses your CPU, your memory, and storage. And it also coordinates the multiple functions to make the programs run smoothly. So it coordinates going from your CPU, your memory, and your storage, all of those things combined together. Understanding applications. So what are applications? Applications are often referred to as apps or computer apps. Applications are computer software that causes a computer to perform useful tasks beyond the running of the computer itself. So these are the different tools that you use to individualize your computer. There's so many types of applications. They can't all be listed here, but types of applications include word processing, desktop publishing, spreadsheet, database programs, presentation software, web-based programs, email programs, graphics, communication, multimedia, educational programs, and also simulation programs. There's so many types of applications. I'm sure you could think of many on your computer. Most people have your Microsoft Word, your PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Access. Those are common applications. Also, you have your web browsers. Maybe you have Safari or Internet Explorer or Firefox. Then there's more specific applications. Maybe if you're in graphic design, you have InDesign or Photoshop. All of these are examples of applications. Next, malicious software. Malicious software is often referred to as a computer virus, bug, or malware. This type of software is used to disrupt computer operation. It gathers sensitive information, or it can gain access to private computer systems. It can appear in the form of code, scripts, active content, and other software. So it's very important to protect your computer from malware because it can affect your computer's ability to run. So preventing malicious software from your computer, you need to keep your computer software current and remember to install patches. Remember to update your operating system on a regular basis. You want to make sure your antivirus and anti-spyware software is on your computer ready to go. You have endpoint protection, is using the latest update against potential threats, and also make sure you're always using the latest version of your endpoint protection, your antivirus or your anti-spyware. You want to only download updates from reputable or reliable sources. So for Windows operating systems, you always want to go to Microsoft updates. Okay. If you receive an email with an attachment and you're unsure of the source, then you should delete the email immediately. Don't let it in your inbox. Don't download any applications or executable files from unknown sources, and be careful when trading files with other users. And lastly, you want to make sure you install and use a firewall. Always use a firewall. Troubleshooting software can be difficult. There's so many different kinds of applications, so many different operating systems, types of programs that you can run on your computer. So each of those applications is going to have a different way to troubleshoot. So there could be many different issues that arise. It's likely that you may need to restart the program, close out of any non-essential programs. You could have too much running on your computer if it's running slowly, if it's not cooperating properly. And if you restart the program and that doesn't work, always try to shut down and restart the computer. It's also good to have antivirus software to protect yourself from any type of malware. Again, as we talked about in the slide, that's so important. Okay, so that is all I have for us today. Here's the source links that I used if you want to check any of those out for more information on the topic. And good luck. Thanks for tuning in.